This video is for faculty and staff at El Camino College who are enrolled in the Intro to Canvas class. Hi everyone, I'm going to give a quick overview of how you'll go through this course. When you first log into Canvas, you'll see your dashboard. These little squares are called tiles, and each tile represents a class that you're in. Now, you can be in a class as an instructor, and you can be in a different class as a student, like you are in this one. Both of those types will show up on your dashboard. You might have a bunch of tiles on your dashboard right now. You might just have one or two. It totally depends. One tile that you should have is this one, and says something like Intro to Canvas or Intro to Can. I'm filming this video in January 2019, so that's the tile that's on my dashboard right now. If you're watching this video at a later date, then you will see a different date on your tile for this class. If for some reason the Intro to Canvas tile for this class is not on your dashboard, I'm going to show you one place where it might be hiding before you email Hema. On the leftmost nav bar on your screen, click on the button for Courses. On the flyout menu that appears, click on the link for All Courses. You should now see a list of every course that's associated with your account. If there's an orange star by it, that means it's set to appear on your dashboard. Your dashboard is kind of like a top 10 list. A white star means it won't appear on your dashboard, and an orange star means it'll go on your dashboard. You can toggle this on and off by clicking on the star. So hopefully, if your tile for this class wasn't on your dashboard, you'll see it in this list here, and you can click on the star to turn it orange, so it'll go back on your dashboard. If you don't see it listed here, then send an email to Hema Perez at gperez@elcamino.edu and let her know that your tile for this class is missing. All right, I'm going to head back to my dashboard, and I'll show you how to get started in the class. First, you click on the Classes tile, and it'll take you to the home page for the course. Now, you might notice that the screen looks a bit different than it did a few seconds ago. That's because I'm now in student mode. I switched into student view so that what you see here in this video will match your screen. Go ahead and watch the intro videos, then head over to Modules. Please click the Modules link in the left nav bar. Once you're here, you'll go through the various pages of the class in order. So, for example, since we're at the very beginning of this class, you should start by clicking the link for the first page in this first module, Welcome to Unit 1, Getting You Started. Once you read through all the content on this page and watch the video, click the Next button. When you're done with this page, click the Next button again. It's that easy. Also, there's no need to go back to the main module overview screen to get to the next module. Once you've gone through all the pages in Module 1, Canvas will automatically take you to the beginning of Module 2. It's pretty seamless. Another neat thing about Canvas is that you don't have to jump back and forth into the assignments area or the discussions area like you have to do in other learning management systems. Canvas lets instructors put various types of items inside a module, such as learning content, assignments, discussions, and quizzes, so that students can encounter these in the exact order that you want them to. So in this class, after you're done learning about a specific feature of Canvas, I've set it up so that when you click the Next button, it'll take you to the assignment for that feature. And then when you're done submitting that assignment, you'd click the Next button again, and it'll take you to the first content page of the next section. You can literally go through this entire course in one sitting by just clicking the Next button over and over again. Now, you might be wondering, is there some sort of bookmark feature where it'll tell me where I left off when I come back? Kind of like how our old LMS Etudes had Course Map, where it would put those green check marks next to the sections that you'd finished? The answer is yes and no. Canvas is currently working on this feature, and I've seen screenshots of it, but it's still in beta, and as of the making of this video, Canvas hasn't launched it yet. So for now, I suggest maybe keeping track on like a post-it, so writing down the module number and the page name where you left off. Hopefully Canvas will launch that checkmark feature soon because it would be really helpful. I've gone ahead and left the assignment tab in the nav bar in case you'd like to see a list of assignments, but please don't jump directly into the assignments. It's very important that you read the content that teaches you how to use a Canvas feature before you attempt to do the assignment using that feature. I'll often get questions where the answer was literally in one of the videos or in the written content. So please read all the content, read the instructions for the assignment, and watch the videos. Chances are really good that your question will be already answered in one of those places. Okay, last but not least, just a quick word on the Canvas layout. Canvas is continually updating its design. It seems like every 6 weeks or so, you'll notice that something has been moved or changed or otherwise tweaked slightly. Plus, our Canvas admin, Hema, sometimes will change things around on our end, for example, when we buy a new add-on. Anyhow, it can be kind of disconcerting at first if you log in and all of a sudden you can't find a certain tab or things are a new color, but just know that it means that Canvas did some sort of update. Another reason I'm mentioning this is that it takes a lot of time to film, edit, and caption the videos. So unfortunately, it's not possible for us to make a new video every time Canvas makes a change, which means that what you see in one of these videos may differ slightly from what you see on your screen. Now, if they make a significant change, then we'll go ahead and reshoot the video. But for the most part, these videos still go over the steps you need to do. If Canvas has made a big update to something and the videos are really different than what you're seeing on your screen, please let me know, because sometimes those major updates do happen and we aren't aware of them yet. All right, time for you to get started on the class. Please head on over to Modules. Click on the first link at the top and get started. I look forward to seeing you online.